Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Tuesday, June the 21st. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room. It is a free room. I share my screen all day long. And I'm live on the mic between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And if you'd like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, this is the link you can use. And when you click on the link, you're going to see a promo code, which will get you discounts off our various subscriptions. Okay, well, not a bad day. I had some good early trades actually, good percentage gains and some early trades. Gave away a little bit in the middle of the market, but let's take a look at SGY. SGY was basically on my radar because of yesterday. You see, yesterday I kind of missed this move, which really kind of ticked me off. A little bit of a pullback here, and I missed this move, and then it sold off at the end of the day. But, excuse me, I had it thumbnailed as one of my charts that I was going to be watching. So, just one second. I just want to change something on another monitor I've got. And I'm going to put this stock up. I'm just kind of watching this stock to see if it does anything. It's IMMR, which I took a loss on. Okay, so SGY, and I am still watching this one, and I will continue to watch it tomorrow. But I did get into the stock at 7:39, right about. Actually, it was right there. I had an alert here, and it pulled back just a little bit, and so I took the trade at 7:39, and I sold out at 7:61 and 7:69. So, on the I probably why I really did this. I don't generally take trades this early, but again, this one just looked like it had this momentum to it, like yesterday. It looked like it had that same. You see how this same look? 3 bars, 3 bars. These are 15-minute candles, and it just looked strong. And energy was strong in the morning. So that's why I took this trade, and it worked out very well. Now, unfortunately, I did take the trade again. I was out of everything, and I took the trade at around 8.10 at $8.10. And unfortunately, this whipped me out, and I got out of the trade for a loss at 7.95. So I took a 15-cent loss on this part of it. I'm going to continue to watch this. Let's take a look at the daily chart. And you see, it still has a nice little void up here. I mean, a beautiful void. So these are the ones which you can kind of swing if you believe energy is coming back. You can obviously, if for me anyway, if this held 8, I'd be just one second. Sorry about that. I forgot to disable my notifications. So if this held 8, I would be inclined to perhaps, especially tomorrow morning. Definitely going to watch this tomorrow morning and see what happens with it. If it, we've already had, this will be the third day, especially the last few days, big wide candles, but you never know. This thing could just keep wanting to surge as energy prices or energy seem to be one of the better sectors today. So definitely keep an eye on that one. Now the other one was CDXC. Now it doesn't look like much perhaps, but because it was a very small one and it was a Holly trade, I saw this one all day yesterday, just getting creamed all the way down here. Now I didn't even attempt to short this one. Probably no shorts are available for me. But again, it was one of those ones that I had thumbnailed. So not only was it a thumbnail chart, but it was also a Holly alert at 3:29. And now I got into it a little bit later than that. Let's get into a 15-minute. So the alert actually came right there. There's the Holly alert. There's the blue arrow on this candle. And it was at 3:29. I actually got in at 3:39, took it right there. And on this candle, I sold some at 3.50 and then back down at 3.34. So is that right? Yeah, I'm sorry. I got in at 3.34 and I sold at 3.34. So I was able to take a few shares of this. It just looked good, and so I was able to take a few shares. So even though it doesn't look great on this chart, that 16 cent was a pretty good little profit for me on this, and so couple of early trades basically set the tone for the day. Fortunately, I did spend the rest of the day kind of giving some of it back. I took a loss in Crus, CRUS. It was a 20-cent loss. I took that loss in SGY the second time I got in it. Took a loss on this one, IMMR, and this is the one I'm kind of looking at still. Took the trade right here at what was it, at 709. 709 right here. Obviously extended, but I guess the news came out that there was some insider buying. And it took a little pop right up here and up to 719. I did not get out here and was, obviously got a little worried on this bar and sold at $7. And but I'm looking at this maybe to get back in this. Take a look at the daily. I think it was a daily that also kind of influenced me a little bit. Why I liked it. Yep. So you can see the daily. Here's this big pullback, and then today basically wiped out all of this pullback, and you've got a nice little void up to $8. So on a 826. So on a percentage basis, it looked quite good. So that's really why I took the trade. It was over the whole number. Somebody posted that there was some insider buying. Insider buying is usually a good thing. I mean, nobody usually forces anybody to buy the stock. Somebody asked me what is better, buying or selling. The way I look at it is that unless you see massive amounts of insider selling, insiders will sell for a lot of reasons. I mean, and many of them can be personal. It could be tax reasons. Could be buying a house. Could be child's tuition. There could be a whole myriad of reasons why people sell. But generally speaking, when people buy, nobody's putting there's no pressure to buy necessarily unless you really want to. So that's why I always look at insider buying as being way more influential on a stock price than insider selling. Again, unless it's catastrophic insider selling. And then a trade that actually worked out pretty well was PRTK. Gave me a little fits at the beginning, but actually worked out pretty well. Get to the 15-minute time frame. This was the last trade I took, and I was actually hoping that I could still be in it while I was doing the video, but it just didn't pan out. Just 1 second, please. I just want to get that chart up again for it disappeared on my other monitor. IMMR. Just kind of watching it, see if it maybe breaks over 718. Anyway, take a look at the PRTK. Excuse me. And this came from my up-down volume surge. This gives some pretty nice nice alerts actually. Basically, it's a very simple window. It's just looking for highs and lows, but the volume, but the 1 minute and the 5 minute volume has to be excessive. So, maybe something is happening. So when I saw this PRTK, and I think I saw it at 1382. No, even earlier than that. Well, it doesn't really matter where I saw it, but I was definitely alerted to it. On this window, you see the volume. I probably was right there. You can see the volume surge is right there. There's that big candle. It might even been here. What was the price here? Might even have been here. So I was alerted to it. And when it broke down through 14, I took the trade, took the short at 1390. Took it right here at 1390. And it gave me a little bit of fit because it did pop up a little over 14. I was going to get out of it if it got over 14. Actually, this candle right there, if it got over 1408, I was going to get out of the trade. But then it really started to collapse well. And so I covered some at 1365, 1374, and 1372. Pretty quickly. This candle, I really thought it was going to really give it up, 1354. I understand they're doing some kind of a secondary, a financing, and they're having problems with it, and that's what somebody posted in the room. But again, I generally don't know the exact reason for these things happening, but the bottom line is that it worked out to be once I survived, it was about a 2 minute survival when it popped up from the 1390, but then it just really started to move down. Take a look at it on the daily also. I think what I was also looking at is some support in this area. So, got down to 1353. So, it's fairly close to a support area. So, turned out to be a really nice trade though. So still looking at the MMR. See if it can maybe break above this high here later on in the day. I may or may not get back into it. It's not, doesn't have a lot of volume in it. It's only, well, 440,000 now. When I first got into it, I think it was only about 220,000. So, so it's not too bad. But and it's also one of these ones that we look at on the trend change reversal. See if it's even showing. Yeah, actually it is. See, it's on our trend change reversal. And this is what we're looking for. Stocks have been kind of beaten up. Did have the pull up, but now that maybe the trend is changing again, and maybe it's looking to perhaps fill some of this void. Not a huge void, but on a percentage basis, it would be a great trade if we could get up into this area, wouldn't it? All right. Still feeling a little bit under the weather here, so hopefully tomorrow I'm getting back to a little bit. No, I need better drugs. I'm not able to sleep that well, but anyway, that's just shouldn't have said that. That's just personal. But let's bring this out, and again, this is the address to get into the room. Excuse me, live all day long, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. I actually open the room at about 8:45. That's when I start sharing my screen. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas. You can come in as a guest. You can post. You can see what we're doing. And, you know, obviously we use the room as a bit of a marketing tool. But what we like to really say, you know, we've got four webinars a week. Mondays and Thursdays at 5 o'clock and Wednesdays at 4:30 and 7:30. They're all free. You can sign up for them, and plus we have the trading room, all free, 5 days a week. So the idea is that you don't have to trade alone when you have trade ideas. And so yes, you can come in as a guest, but ultimately, I'd like to think you'd want to learn how to trade on your own. You don't want to rely on other people. Of course, come into the room. It's a great community, and we're all trying to help each other. But ultimately, you should learn how to trade on your own. And Trade Ideas is just a fantastic product once you get the hang of it, it's a great product to use in order to be able to trade on your own. All right, so thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye bye.